illegal settlements where they make a harbor, products from the Dead Sea, and the occupation, oppression, and apartheid.
Welcome aboard. Thank you.
We're quite a few Americans on the last flotilla, but having a ship that's identified explicitly as coming from the U.S., I think, will add to the awareness, first of all, that U.S. government policy doesn't represent all Americans.
Well, I believe that the real battle against Israeli policy against Palestinians has to be fought here in the United States. And I think that makes the very idea of a U.S. boat to challenge the blockade something that's very critical and very necessary.
Opening up Gaza so that people can live a normal life there. So that's fun.
So what do you think about the importance of sending a U.S. boat to Gaza?
I think it's very important and it's a very good symbol.
Just to enjoy this beautiful day and celebrate the Palestinian people.
We're here for the right cause. That's all I can say.
I feel that having a U.S. boat to Gaza is a very significant step for the Americans who are opposed to the occupation of Gaza, West Bank, and who are fighting against the Israeli policies. And so I wanted to support it.
So that we can have a U.S. ship that will be a part of the next flotilla to challenge Israeli, American, Egyptian, and European Union policies that have put a blockade, a siege on Gaza, and made it an open-air prison.
There are checkpoints all over the West Bank. Gaza is completely blockaded, and it has been for years. It's a brutal occupation, and we're paying for it, and we're supplying the weapons. So Americans need to step up.
Well, if I can do some small thing to help support Palestinian people, I mean, as my friend Vivian said, human rights for everyone in the world, and that includes, of course, Israelis too, but the best thing for everyone to do is to be able to live in peace and end the occupation.
Yeah, they swim in here.
And I live in Oakland, California, and I'm with Northern California Friends of Seville and Berkeley Women in Black.
And why did you come on the cruise tonight?
It was such an opportunity to show support for all the ships that have been to Gaza and that are going to continue to go. So that's why I'm here. Money well spent.
And the Palestinian people are so inspiring. We know they will never give up. And we are so privileged in this country that I am just so glad there are brave and dedicated people who will stand up and tell the truth. I mean, Gaza is a prison, the West Bank is a prison.
It's very important to generate the interest among the U.S. public.
Really important thing. I don't think any of us, to be honest, I don't think any of us realized how important it could be until it happened. And then I think when we saw it picked up not just a symbolic but a policy importance that really was huge. And it brought a dialogue that mainstream policy circles did not want to have.
I think it's important for Americans especially, given how much money we spend to support the oppression of the Palestinians, that we speak up and say it's not in our name.
I'm here today because I heard that there's a boat going to Gaza from the United States, and I was so excited to hear about that, especially after the last incident where the Turkish boat was attacked and a United States citizen was killed, and our government didn't say anything about that.
We have education problem, we have health care. We could use the money here rather than send bombs and kill people.
We've got to keep going to break that blockade until it's completely open and Palestinians as well as goods and services can go back and forth. They need to be allowed to have freedom.
Free Gaza.
I thought that was a dock.
Boycott Israeli illegal settlements where they make ahava products from the Dead Sea, and the occupation, oppression and apartheid. Don't buy ahava, don't buy ahava.
Downwind, I guess.
What?